Welcome to deer camp in North Dakota. Today we are running through the new Ranger 22 backpack from Latitude Outdoors. This is one that I'm extremely excited for. There's not many saddle specific backpacks out there and they've done a great job designing this. What you'll notice first is these really nice padded shoulder straps and padded waist belt that really helps get the weight off of your shoulders and onto your hips. This weight belt is removable. If you did want to just run in and have a super lightweight pack, you're able to take that out, although I likely will never take it off. The foam padding is really breathable, and even in these high temps out here in early season, I'm not sweating a lot because of the pack itself. Right here it says ASG, and that stands for all season gear. Latitude really believes that if you're investing your hard-earned money into a pack and into some of their other gear, you should be able to use it all year round, not just during the fall. So this is a great pack, whether you're scouting and running cameras, whether you're shed hunting in the winter, or if you're actually running in saddle hunting or even hunting out of a tree stand, this pack will do really well for you. On the back, there's a couple different ways you can configure this pack. How I have it set up right now, there are two horizontal compression straps, perfect for carrying your sticks and platform, vertical, keeping your profile as small as possible so you're not catching on brush and branches as you're walking through the woods. And then on the bottom, there's also compression straps. So like I have it here, if you have extra layers that you want to hike in and get dressed at your spot, you can roll them up, put them right on the bottom of your pack. It does not add any additional bulk, stays out of your way, and everything stays within the profile of your body, which is really important to me. We'll take these off, but basically when I get to my tree, I would take my platform off, take my sticks off, and get to climbing. And then one thing I always do when I get to my spot, after I remove everything, I attach these straps so they're not blowing around in the wind. Latitude went one step further and added these Velcro strap keepers. So instead of having all of this extra strap blowing around, there's this little Velcro tab here that you can roll up the straps, get all of that extra out, and then just Velcro it to itself. And now you have a really neat package. And I really appreciate that because it's nice to have all the extra compression straps so you're ready for whatever scenario, whatever time of the season you're hunting, but it is a pain when they're blowing all over the place. So that's one thing I do when I get to my spot, but we'll take these off and then I'll show you the inside of the pack. On the sides, there are dump pouches, perfect for a water bottle is what I normally use it for. I also have my nose jammer. I'm not sure if this is just a gimmick or not, but I'm praying that it works because we've been hunting some pretty sketchy winds and blasting that all over to hopefully not get busted. You can fit an Nalgene in these side pockets. It's a little tight, but I do that quite a bit. And then you'll have a pocket here and a pocket here on the outside. And here I have my gear strap, my bow hanger. This is a gear strap from Painted Arrow that has a mount on it for my action cameras, and the new Bite bow hanger from Latitude. This thing is really nice. It's one of the first metal bow hangers out there. And while I didn't think this was gonna be a good idea to be able to hang your quiver against the tree, I thought it would be too tight. Since this is so long, I'm able to hang my bow by the limb on the hanger, and there's enough room to hang my quiver against the tree. So this thing has been really handy. But I keep it in this top pocket just so it's ready to be deployed as soon as I get to the tree. In this bottom pocket, I keep things like a knife and gutting gloves. So if I do kill, that stuff is easily accessible. The pocket that I'm most excited about is this top one right here. And it's not a very big pocket, but what I keep in here are batteries, my flashlight, and my keys. So even when everything else is loaded down on the outside, I can just reach in the very top, grab my keys, and I'm good to go. Now taking a look at the main compartment, they have these large heavy-duty zippers that are super nice. And as you can see, as soon as I drop that front pouch open, there is a full pocket on the back side. So the zipper's in the middle, but it enables you to use this entire inside area for whatever you want. I have a lighter, an additional knife, and some other things in there. And then on the inside, it's not a large pack. It's a great minimalistic pack for people that don't take a ton of stuff with them in the woods. I have my knee pads in there, so when I get to the tree, I'll put on my knee pads. I have an extra layer if it does get cold enough. It's early September here in North Dakota, so it's been hot during the days, but it gets cool in the evening. So I want to have an extra layer in case it does get cool enough to warrant wearing an outer layer. And then on the rest of the inside, there's a couple different compartments where you can organize things. I have a snack bar in one of them. I've got some fingerless gloves stuffed in here. And then there's this other compression pouch where you can actually use this drawstring, pinch it all down. But in there, I have my Hoyman handsaw and my clippers. We are hunting some private land here where I'm able to actually trim, which has been nice. And then it has a hydration bladder sleeve right here. So you can put in your hydration bladder, run it out here in the middle, and that allows you to either run it along your left or right shoulder, depending on how you want it set up. So it's super nice to have, but you can fit a good amount of stuff in here. The other things worth mentioning is that in the side pockets and in the very bottom of the bag, there are grommets. And that allows you to use your bow rope, and you can either put it in the side pocket or in the very bottom of your pack and have that line running straight out of your backpack. So if you have like a Doyle's bow hoist like I use, I could actually set that up in this side pocket or even in the bottom of my pack, have that line running out. It would automatically retract as I climb the tree or as I bring my bow up, and manage my line very, very neat. Well, regardless of what brand you're using for sticks and platform, most of them are relatively lightweight. It's still nice to have some structure in your pack to manage that weight and keep it off your shoulders. There are two vertical metal supports in there that you can remove if you wanted less structure to your pack. I'm not sure why you would ever do that, but you can remove those if you wanted. They do make the pack nice and rigid, so your gear is not going to get smashed down as you're adding things to the outside of your pack. So I had been running it without this front panel on here, but this compression panel allows you to add even more stuff to the front, tighten it down. It's great for having a platform, slipping it in there, and you're able to just pull it out really easily. On the outside, you actually have another pocket, and you can access that from the back of this panel as well. I haven't had time to play around with this much with additional outer layers because it's been relatively warm, but you could have your sticks and your platform attached like how I had it before. Add this panel on there and put all of your bibs and coats on the outside, have this compression sleeve pulling it in, holding it nice and tight for you. But there's a lot of different ways to configure this. This pack is 22 liters, hence the name Ranger 22. It weighs just barely over 4 pounds with everything you see here, minus the thermocell and water bottle. And then if you did take off the front panel and the waist belt, it's right at 3 pounds. So it's great minimalistic saddle hunting pack. It would also work great as a tree stand backpack if you wanted to run this with your tree stand system. It's very well designed, quality built. So if you've gotten to this point and you're wondering who this pack is not for, I would say it's not ideal for somebody who's bringing a ton of self-filming gear. It has the perfect amount of space for any hunt, early season to late season, as long as all you're carrying is the necessities. If you're carrying, like me, multiple cameras, camera arms, you might want to think twice about it or really tinker with how you set it up to make sure that it fits everything. But for the average hunter who's just carrying their stuff in, setting up the hunt, tearing it down and leaving, I think this pack is ideal. The last thing I want to show you is how this waist belt actually tightens. There's a buckle right in the middle, and then you just grab the pull straps on each side, pull them in, and that snugs down real nice on your waist. And the shoulder straps, you're able to adjust up and down on the shoulder straps to fit your body. It's a great pack whether you're a saddle hunter, a tree stand hunter, or just want a great overall pack for all of your whitetail activities. I'll link it down below in the description, but make sure you're subscribed to my channel. We have a ton of awesome hunts coming down the pipe for you guys. Thank you guys for watching though, and I'll see you in the next video.